When it comes to security governance, addressing the human element is the key. People, despite their good intentions, can unknowingly be the weakest link in your security chain. But here's the good news. Employee can also become your greatest asset in the fight against cyber threats, as long as they are properly trained, motivated, and held accountable. Let's take a look into how you can build a strong security culture right from the start. With the hiring and onboarding process, it all begins before the employee even steps foot in the door. When hiring, many organizations have adopted background checks and social media reviews as a part of their standard process. Why? Because if a potential employee has posted sensitive or inappropriate or risky material online, they could pose a significant security risk. Think about it. If an employee has a history of poor online behavior or questionable conduct, that's a red flag. And it's not just about company's reputation, it's also about protecting the sensitive information the employee will eventually have access to. Once the employee is hired, the onboarding process kicks in. This is where the foundations for security is laid. As part of onboarding, employees need to sign employment agreements, security policies, and documents like acceptable use policy or AUP. An acceptable use policy defines what's okay and what's not when it comes to company's resources. Everything from using a computer to accessing sensitive information. The AUP ensures everyone knows their roles in maintaining security and outlining the consequences for violation. Beyond AUP, employees will also sign an employment agreement. This document outlines key elements like job responsibility, company's policies, security protocols, and even penalties for the violation. It's a formal way to set expectations from the day one. Now here's where things get serious. Let's talk about a non-disclosure agreement or NDAs. An NDA is used to protect sensitive information from being shared, whether by current or former employees. These agreements come with strict penalties if violated. So it's something employees should take seriously. There are three main types of NDAs you might encounter. The first one is unilateral NDA, where only one party is sharing confidential information. The second one is bilateral NDA, where both parties are exchanging sensitive information. The third one is a multilateral NDA, where three or more parties are involved in sharing and protecting confidential information. And finally, let's talk about non-compete agreements. These are legally binding contracts that prevents employees from working for competitors after they left the company, at least for certain time and within specific geographical regions. NCAs are especially important in industries where intellectual property, trade secrets, or proprietary information is a key to business success. They help ensure that employees can't take that knowledge to the rival organization right after leaving. So whether it's hiring process, onboarding procedures, or having the right security documentation in place, you can turn your employees into the essential part of your security strategy. Start with clear policies, provide ongoing training, and create a culture of accountability. At the end of the day, it's all about creating an environment where security is everybody's responsibility. With the right tools, agreements, and support, your employees can become the strongest link in your organization. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.